Single corn kernel triggers unexpected body reactions. 3 months ago, my colleague Sarah experienced something alarming after eating corn at a summer barbecue. Within hours, she developed severe digestive distress, skin irritation, and fatigue that lasted for days. This wasn't food poisoning, but rather her body's reaction to specific compounds in corn that most people never consider. Corn contains proteins and compounds that can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. What seems like a harmless vegetable can actually initiate cascading reactions throughout your body, affecting everything from digestion to immune function. The science behind these reactions reveals why corn deserves more careful consideration in our diets. Corn naturally contains lectins, proteins that can bind to intestinal walls and trigger immune responses. These compounds evolved as natural pesticides to protect corn plants from insects and animals. When humans consume corn, some individuals experience inflammatory reactions as their immune system responds to these foreign proteins. First, corn's high lectin content can increase intestinal permeability, commonly called leaky gut syndrome. Research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry shows lectins can disrupt tight junctions between intestinal cells. This disruption allows partially digested food particles and toxins to enter the bloodstream, triggering widespread inflammation. Second, corn contains alpha amylase inhibitors that can interfere with carbohydrate digestion. These compounds block enzymes responsible for breaking down starches, leading to digestive discomfort, bloating, and gas. People with sensitive digestive systems often experience these symptoms within hours of corn consumption. Third, the high glycemic index of corn causes rapid blood sugar spikes, particularly in processed forms like corn syrup and corn flour. This sudden glucose increase triggers insulin release, followed by a dramatic blood sugar crash. Repeated exposure to these spikes can contribute to insulin resistance and metabolic dysfunction over time. Fourth, corn's omega-6 fatty acid content significantly exceeds omega-3 levels, creating an inflammatory fatty acid profile. The typical Western diet already contains excessive omega-6 fats, and corn consumption further skews this balance. Chronic inflammation from omega-6 excess contributes to numerous health conditions, including cardiovascular disease and arthritis. My personal experience with corn elimination began after connecting my afternoon energy crashes to corn consumption. Within 2 weeks of removing corn and corn-derived products from my diet, my energy levels stabilized and my digestive comfort improved dramatically. This wasn't coincidence, but a direct result of removing an inflammatory trigger. Here's what happens in your body when you consume corn regularly. The lectin proteins can trigger autoimmune responses in genetically predisposed individuals. Some people develop antibodies against their own tissues when lectins mimic human proteins, a process called molecular mimicry. Corn's impact extends beyond immediate digestive effects. The inflammatory cascade triggered by corn consumption can affect joint health, skin condition, and even cognitive function. Some individuals report brain fog and mood changes after consuming corn products, particularly high fructose corn syrup. Processed corn products amplify these negative effects significantly. Corn syrup, cornstarch, and corn flour concentrate the problematic compounds while removing beneficial fiber and nutrients. These refined corn products appear in countless processed foods, making corn exposure difficult to avoid. Hidden corn sources include medications, supplements, and seemingly unrelated food products. Corn-derived ingredients like dextrose, maltodextrin, and citric acid appear in products where you wouldn't expect corn exposure. Reading labels becomes crucial for those seeking to eliminate corn completely. To identify corn sensitivity, eliminate all corn products for 30 days and monitor your symptoms. Track energy levels, digestive comfort, skin condition, and mood changes. Reintroduce corn gradually to assess your body's specific response to different corn products. Some individuals can tolerate small amounts of whole corn but react strongly to processed corn products. Others must avoid corn entirely to maintain optimal health. Genetic factors influence corn tolerance, with some people lacking enzymes needed to properly digest corn proteins. Corn's nutritional value doesn't justify its potential inflammatory effects for sensitive individuals. While corn contains some vitamins and minerals, these nutrients are readily available in less problematic foods like leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and fruits.